Man, that bass was kicking it, man.
Yep.
That bass was
good.
kicking. I'm like, where's Stanley
Shane's
Clark?
always
man?
on point with the
Shane
music.
Clark. Shane is incredible music choice, man. Our music director is off. We're very lucky. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ham Radio Clubhouse for Tuesday, July 5th, 2022. If this is the first time here, your first couple episodes, we welcome you. You pull up a chair. You may not like everything we say and do, but guess what? Hey, there's the option of
Jody getting us in trouble already, brother.
Oh my God, Jody, don't you worry. We have something planned. Well, maybe we'll probably plan it like 10 minutes before, but it's gonna rock.
For those on the podcast, Jody said, if this is episode 68, next week will be trouble, no doubt.
That's all we're gonna say.
Yep.
Hey, listen, guys, you know the regular protocol around here. We're gonna have fun. I got a list of topics. I got 2 cigars in case we go longer tonight. So if you got to go take a bathroom break, we understand. Come on back and everything. We got some variety of topics. Probably 75% ham radio. The other stuff, who knows what's going to happen when someone says a squirrel. The Buy Me the Coffee link is in the is up at top, guys. Please, you know what we're doing with all that money. The 6 of us, we're not taking no hiatus to Transopole or the Fiji Islands or, getting on Molson's private Zamboni and, going up to, British Columbia or British Canada. We're going and we're giving that money. We're giving that stuff away. Well, what do you call that place?
British Columbia.
British Columbia. Okay.
Yeah. British Canada.
Well,
yeah, well,
I haven't been drinking. I swear.
Look at you. You have July 4th and you're saying British Canada. Eh? Look at that.
Well, because let's get right into it. 13 colonies. You have a clean sweep. The Canadian guy here has got a clean sweep.
Yeah.
You're kicking
somebody
butt,
had to
man.
do it.
Listen, it's not hard to,
Not hard when you got power.
No.
All right. How did you do it? How did you do it?
It's just your 13 colonies. It ain't that much.
No.
Any Canadian can handle it. That's all I got to say.
Oh.
Right.
This is like the Royal Rumble here. How did you do it? Seriously.
We're going right to that. We're not going to talk about if anybody's missing fingers or anything like that from this weekend.
All right.
I got all 10 of mine.
Check this out. You remember how it was when you was a kid and you talked into the fan?
Yeah.
Yes. Someone lost the tongue.
Talking into the fan.
You got to say, Luke, I am your father. Do it, Joe. Wow. Joe, just do it.
I am your father.
Uh-huh.
All right, then we'll go around the room. What else should we do? See, this is what happened when Shane and Beer Snack are not here. We get all discombobulated with, the Robert's rules of Clubhouse go out the window. We'll go around the room. Steve?
What's going on?
Steve?
So, I had a little bit of tower work going on. I am building that tilt plate. Actually went and picked up some parts at Lowe's today for the tilt plate. So, tower should be up by I'm going to say end of the month for sure with the step IR on it. So, it will be ready to go.
Steve, I want you to do one thing.
Yeah.
One, you make yourself solo, make yourself bigger.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to direct the question to Molson.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Don't look at the desk.
What's the question?
What do you see?
A vibrator?
No.
Where?
No, less of. First off, I see the floor.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I see the floor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. His face didn't turn red, so he we didn't catch him with a secret vibrator somewhere. No, his floor is decent. There's a couple parcels there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still see the power. Is it a PowerWorks battery? I also see a Bioenno battery, maybe 12 ampere hour on the right back. You, Steve?
That is. Yeah, that's the 12.
Mm-hmm.
So.
He went.
Did you guys buy that power pack thing that Shane was?
Yep.
I was going to bring that up.
So yeah, That isn't. I try to get that here in Canada. Not even close. So that was what, a $550. It was a portable power pack plus a solar panel, right?
Mhm.
Foldable.
100 watt.
That's typically $5 something on Amazon, and you guys were getting it for $74.
Actually, it was less than that because I had 2 other things on that order, and it was $74.
That's
Joe,
insane.
what did you say, Joe? $20?
Yeah, but I had a $55 gift card balance already.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
That's
so
why mine was cheaper.
You were like $19 when it was done, right?
Yeah,
Did-
yeah. But it was
the-
74 or something.
Did they
But
do
not-
it again today?
Yes.
No.
Well, not the full one. The
Hold on,
Jackery
Joe.
has been
Are
reduced.
you lying to me? Because you were supposed to hook me up.
No, I
So-
swear. I
He
looked.
didn't hook. He didn't. No. Break it down. The package from yesterday was one of those 10-minute deals, hour deals.
Yeah, I took too
it
long.
wasn't long.
So did I. So did I. I
I
tried.
couldn't. I got to tell everybody. So I can't get it here in Canada. I couldn't get the deal, even if I went on Amazon.com. And Joe Brett's like, "Yo, you want me to hook you up? We got to hook Molson up." So he's like, "I'll order it. Just tell me where to ship it." So I'm not in America, so I can send it to the Ship It Shop, which is an easy address, or I got a buddy's house I could send it to. And so, but before I send it to my buddy's place, which would be a lot easier, I have to get, I want to text him and say, "Is it kosher? Are you good?" By the time I got the address, it was over. The deal was over.
So I didn't even
Yes.
think of saying, "Hey, brother Joe,
Wow.
make it quantity 3, one for Molson, one for me. I'll give you the money." For guys you don't know, we were fooling around on Amazon, but all at different times, obviously. And there was the Jackery Power Box, and they were mating it with the 100-watt. I believe it's the Jackery
60 watt.
It was
60
a 60
watt
watt panel.
power. The nice ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's
solar
talking
panels.
about Jackery. We're talking about EcoFlow.
I thought it was the Jackery, not the
No,
EcoFlow.
It was the EcoFlow.
It was okay. Well, anyway, I was bouncing back even up until 2:00 in the morning before I fell asleep, hoping that the new day would bring on. There it is. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize.
That beautifulness, like.
And what's cool about that is there's a extendable battery pack that actually attaches to the bottom of the solar battery. So it extends that life out if you wanted to spend the extra $300 and something for a battery.
But even if you just want to fool around and experiment and learn about this stuff, this was just so cool to do.
$70. It's not even. You don't even ask the question. $550 to $70. You just do it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So
Right.
unless you don't have a shipping
Well,
address in the
They
United States.
they must have sold out. They must have sold out, guys, because even today, I couldn't find anything. The Jackeries were also reduced by like $100 or so, but I already have
Look at that.
7404.
So they shipped.
And it was that free shipping.
Oh yeah,
that- so
it's
that's
Amazon
my-
Prime, baby.
That's my order, and they've sent the panels out. They're on their way, and I haven't got a cancellation like some folks have reported so far on the actual battery box.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Oh, hang on.
Yep.
Let me go check my order. You're
Oh, I've
pissing
been
me off
checking
here
it
on
all
stream.
day.
Here we
And
go.
they've already charged me for the order. So,
Right.
you
Oh
know,
yeah, they got their money.
last year I found a pair of Crocs, the loafers. All right, these are fancy. They're like $70 worth of Crocs here.
$70 for a pair of Crocs?
Yeah, they're fancy. They're loafers.
What do they got? Rhinestones on them, Joe?
And they come in more than just the little ones with holes poked in them.
But
But anyway, these are
who's got a picture?
exquisite. All right.
Somebody's got a
picture
picture of Josh and his.
Yeah. So anyway, I got them on a lightning deal for $17.
That's it. The lightning deals from Amazon. Let me tell you something. What a very smart marketing concept of how to keep the economy moving.
Yeah. Didn't get too far in your story though, so I don't lose mine. Well, a couple months go by, and they still haven't shipped. Right. So I wait another month. 3 months in, still hadn't shipped. I'm like, well, and I'm checking, and they're coming back in stock every now and then, but they're not shipping them because I bought them from the Amazon warehouse lightning deal, not the actual like manufacturer supplier. So I contact them finally. I'm like, hey, Can you nudge me a pair of those? You got them in stock for somebody else. Just slide them my way. They wanted me to cancel my order and reorder. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that because then I'm going to have to pay $70. And now I got to get rhinestones on the special Crocs.
Yep.
But so I wasn't satisfied. And of course, when you're not satisfied with Amazon customer service, they usually try to pay you a I'm sorry deal. So he gave me $15 gift card to my account to help me offset the cost of ordering the new pair. And I'm like, that still leaves me with $40. No. So I kept the $15 and I kept my order for $17 open. And then only month 5, I think it finally shipped. And I got a pair of Croc loafers for $2 in the end.
You got them on right now?
No, they're in the house. They're special.
Go get them.
No, you don't wear them outside.
Where's your wife? I'll call. Wait, I got her number. I'm gonna call her up right now. I'm gonna tell her to bring them out.
Why you got his wife's number, Don?
What's that? What'd he say?
Why you got his wife's number, Don?
I have everyone. We said we're brothers and we were sharing numbers. Right. Remember, God forbid something happens to one of us and our rate and our equipment doesn't get sold for $5.
Right. No, the deal is
Joe's Crocs get sold for $2 at the tag sale.
He's
gonna be.
That's all I gave for him. That's fine.
Joe's gonna come back and haunt the Crocs.
45 says he's just got the notification. I'm assuming that's the cancellation.
Oh,
since he's got a sad face there.
Yeah.
But we're sorry, man. See that? So what are they doing? So they should have pulled based upon inventory. I would assume they would have pulled the.
Well, so I just looked in our Discord, and Ant actually said that there was an electrocution hazard.
I'm okay with
why
that.
they canceled his. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they probably made it.
Oh, never mind. 45. Welcome to the clubhouse. Glad you made it, man. You're not too late.
Oh, okay.
What does he think he's on? James's stream or something? That's tomorrow night, brother. You're here tonight. It's Tuesday night.
Yeah. But
no.
Right. So far nothing for Shane. So
yeah. So it was.
What do you got?
It was Ant that was talking about the cancellation, right?
Yeah.
And then since they canceled the battery pack, well, it took the discount off the solar panels, and they wanted $133 for the solar panels instead of what, 40 or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
for a 60-watt panel, if I'm spending that much, I'm going to get the Bioenno.
So see, now since they've shipped me the panels already at $19, then even if they do cancel, I'm still get a refund and coming out on top, right? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But
I've been looking. I'm just looking it up right now on my list. I've been looking at these panels called Renology, Renogy. Jason has them. He's running them on for his camper. A couple other guys. I've been going to their various YouTube channels. Mm-hmm. I'm not ready to buy. I'm just kind of browsing because I'm slightly interested.
Yeah.
But who knows? Is it Molson? Is that a good excuse?
I didn't know if you're talking about solar panels or you back in the dating field. Just cruising the, keeping an eye out, looking at the merchandise. So.
Anyway, all right, moving around the horn here, Joe Brett. What's going on in your life?
Sorry.
Well, talking about, I want to go back to the Amazon. I'm going to finish this Amazon thing up. All right. So it's, yes, that was a humongous discount, but it's not unusual to catch some stuff like that, like on lightning deals or whatever. I got a Baofeng for $4 shipped to my door off the lightning sale one time. So
what?
Yeah.
Really? No kidding.
And it wasn't one of the regular ones. It was one of those special models that had orange buttons.
Wait, so what goes on? So my Ham alert is popping off. Is your Amazon alert pop? I mean, how are you getting, or do you have like a separate monitor screen with your Amazon flashing around all day?
I mean, you just got to you got to check in the interwebs, man. You get these Ham Radio groups on Facebook, and you got your Discords and whatever.
I'm working, man. I'm working, man.
So that's what's happening in my world. I haven't been working in the past week, so because I got that a virus that makes it hard to move around for a while, but we're doing good now. And
that anal glaucoma, that one.
No.
W4ID. Thank you very, very much for that donation. We appreciate
Tom,
it.
thank you, brother.
And we will put that to good use. You know we will. We will not be buying Crocs with diamonds in them. Trust us.
Tom's one of my locals. So
Good
he's a
local.
club member of
Good.
mine.
Okay, I got to ask a serious question here. Where do you guys find these deals? I do Amazon Deals Canada. It gives me Saks Underwear Co. for men's boxer briefs for $50. I got a tunic for $23.99, and I got and I got Krispy Kreme K cups 30 pack for $14.97.
That's not a bad deal.
Shut up! Where do you find these good deals?
What the price? The price or the flavor? Because he doesn't like.
The price.
You can
The
get
So
a
is-
mystery box.
All right. In all serious question, then is Amazon Canada different than Amazon USA? Home of the brave.
Well, they have
13
different. They have
13
different
colonies.
agreements.
13
look.
colonies.
Listen, they have different sales agreements with the vendors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You have Amazon warehouses and things like that. It's just different products are available, and price points can be.
Do you get
Pretty
your black T-shirt? Do you get your black T-shirts locally, or do you get them through Amazon?
I don't buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. Just any like
Really?
connectors and stuff like that. Nothing.
No.
No, yard lights, dude. Yard lights that'll light up the world on Amazon. LED, $60, $70. Boom. Amazing.
And but what's the normal cost though if you go to your big box store or garden store?
I don't know. I have to look at like $200, let's say, and then you go spend 65 American on so it's like $100 on Amazon.
So serious question.
But
You
variety,
are
it's the variety too, right? Because like the thing with Amazon is you're not gonna okay, I know a lot of sticklers are gonna be upset with me if I say this, but you're not getting Canadian approved, right? Like certified, CAE or whatever it is.
Right.
So CSA, you're not getting CSA certified most of the time, but like on Amazon, but like so you go to a store, you're going to pay for the certification, but when you go to Amazon, you're not getting that 99% of the time. So
serious question.
Yeah.
I wonder if I bring up my Amazon and you bring up your Amazon, if we're going to see this, if we go to the same item, is it going to be the same price? As well as when you
Probably
order
not.
stuff. Okay, so are they basing it based upon my login, my zip code versus you?
I have no clue. Okay, let's find something. I'll go on Amazon.ca and Amazon.com, and we'll see what the difference is.
Okay,
Let's look at Hyperlight. Hyperlight.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go while you're doing that. I'm gonna log into my Amazon account.
I was gonna say Shane's the one that finds all the deals and spends our money.
He does.
For us.
Shane is good. Like I'm sorry,
Yeah,
you said
Molson,
Hyperlight.
don't feel bad because
Yeah,
when
Hyperlight.
when I pull up the
Hyperlight.
Amazon deals on Amazon, there's nothing I ever want either. So.
Let's see. Hyper.
All right, did you do the LED high bay light 150 watt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought some of those.
Okay. How much for you right now?
Hold on. Sorry, guys. I know this is important. We're solving the world's Amazon problems. Okay. Well, which one are you looking at? Are you looking at the 150 watt version, 2100 lumens?
Yes.
21,000 lumens?
Yes.
On Canada, on .ca, it's $149.99.
Oh shoot.
Okay. And then if I go on Amazon.com, it's 80 US smackers, but it ships to Canada. So what would that be once I do the whole exchange? Let's see
Molson,
if I
tell
can-
you what, because you're a brother, I'll buy a couple for you. If you want.
I got to buy about 50 of them.
Well,
Wow.
so
Go ahead, Izzo.
So right now they're $79, regularly $109. Plus, I could save with a $10 instant coupon, and I can have them here on Thursday.
I can order them. I get free shipping, so $150. I'll get them by Monday, July 11th.
So not only are you going to pay more, it's going to take you longer to get it.
Yeah. So a lot of my stuff I do order through the .com because even with radio, like connectors for like PL259s, SL239s, all that, we don't have the same variety that you guys have. Now, I'm not saying, obviously buyer beware, quality, all that other jazz. But if you're looking to buy some cheap $10, for $10 for doing a little patch cable testing and all that, I have no problem buying there. I know someone's going to make a YouTube video making fun of me for buying cheap quality, but too bad. You get a lot more selection over there on the .com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and I was just thinking, on the .ca, Daniel, can you pull up K6ARK's antenna kits?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see.
Because
Let
what
me
I was
see.
wondering is your selection, because vendors
I'm
in the
not logged
U.S.
in
or
right now,
something
by the way.
maybe isn't stocking inside of Canada warehouses.
I heard that once you put it inside of your cart, they'll ship one locally.
Yeah, I do
From
that
what
all
I
the time, but
understand.
never order just to mix it all up.
So K6ARK, free shipping. Wow. Big.
Oh.
Nice.
Look at that. And it's not even Prime. 50,
Well,
He's a
You
nice
know,
guy, man.
this is the
it weighs a whole
antenna
lot.
matching unit. Okay, what
But
do we got
Steve,
here?
you're
We have
still
the
gonna
antenna matching
Steve,
unit.
but you're still going to have to pay the basic flat, whether it's UPS
Oh,
or
yeah.
postal. Yeah, whatever way. You're still, yeah.
But it doesn't have his winder. It doesn't have his end fed. It just has his matching unit, like his toroid.
I haven't found the winder and the wire from him yet.
Oh, let me see what mine has, just for giggles here, as they say.
Vern.
What's up, Vern?
Is that
Hello,
Fern
Vern.
Chat.
Is that Fern 6?
That is.
the
Good
six.
evening. Good evening, sir. All right, K6ARK.
This is a very important topic, guys. We're solving the world's problem. We're solving my problems with Amazon. It's funny though. You type in K6ARK, you get his antenna, like his matching unit. You get a bunch of like pens and stuff, a purse. Yeah, there's a lot of things that matches it with.
You know, he might not be telling us everything. Just
So,
Yeah.
so right away, I get my 3 choices, and they're all about $20.
saying.
Do I want the female BNC? Do I want the SMA option?
The SMA's new.
Yeah, look.
How
at
much
that.
is it?
$20.
Okay,
Free,
I got to talk.
free
to that.
delivery, and I can have it depending which one. I can have it either on Thursday or Saturday. I can
Yeah, let's
have
do
it. I can have it before the Support Your Parks weekend next weekend.
Is that's for the K6ARK antenna matching unit?
Correct.
Okay. So $20 US at 35% exchange rate is what? That's $3.50 per $10.
I don't
That's
know.
$27 Canadian.
We're not allowed to do
And
math on stream.
That's 27 Canadian, and I have to pay $56.14. Please explain that to me.
$56.
Yeah.
For
But wait,
Adam's
there's more
matching unit.
choices. Yeah, I can show you right now. Here,
All right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have one big party. Molson, you're gonna come over. We're gonna collect everything.
Look at that
And then we're just gonna load up the back of your car.
Look at that. $56.14.
Scroll down a little more.
I told you. Look, I got pens, I got a handbag. That's what you get with Adam. Maybe Adam is not her name. Okay, and then here we got the QRP guy's winder.
That's what I wanted to say. That's about okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cheaper for me. Oh, that's way cheaper for me.
Well, then you got this one here at $29. What's the difference? I don't know. No. Anyways, listen, let's go on to other stuff. What is this?
No, keep on scrolling. I want to see what else.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Did anybody look at this Mali Hit ATU 100 antenna tuner DIY kits? Look at this.
Molson, what do you have inside your wish list?
I'm not in my account.
Oh.
I'm not logged in.
Oh.
So
You should log in. Let's see what's in your wish list.
I don't have any problem with that. Let me see. Anyways, who hasn't talked? We're 25 minutes in. Let's go through the round.
Have you ordered your doggles?
Yeah, seriously.
You really want to buy goggles?
Yeah, serious question.
Since they're on the screen.
You know, it's all fun and cute until you realize that they're bloody expensive to buy for just a joke.
Right.
Gmail.com. Why doesn't my account work? Hold on, that's the wrong email address.
That's because the Canadian Amazon police heard you talking about them, and
did I tell you guys, by the way, that I got a clean sweep on the 13 colonies, including the bonus stations?
I'm sorry, but why don't you tell us? Why don't you tell us again?
How much power did you use to do that?
That's the question.
Anywhere between 100 and 200.
Not too bad. I did it all on 100.
Yeah. So see, Huh?
Yeah, I've done it all on 100.
I have, of the 13, I have 12 worked, and out of that 12, 9 are all on QRP, 3 are on 100 watts. I still have to work Pennsylvania, the Great Britain station, and the French station, and I'll have my clean sweep. It's tough. It's tough. I'm
So
hoping.
what's the story with? I'm genuinely curious. What's up with the French station? Like, what does that have to do with your whole 13 colonies, independence, all that stuff? Genuinely, they should give a little history lesson if there's a significance behind it. But I got the GB13 station twice, and the TM13 once, and the Pennsylvania station. But I gotta say, there's a couple of things. First of all, some of these guys running these stations are just brutal. They're just one guy is QRZ, never says his call sign, right? We talked about this the other day about waiting, like waiting to hear him say his call sign. So I was waiting, and I saw it on the spotter, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure because it disappeared. The guy went for, I'm telling you, half an hour never saying his call, and that was the Tango Mike 13 Charlie Oscar Lima. Brutal. And then the pileups. Like there's
Daniel?
like, yeah.
The chat is answering your questions about the French.
I was just gonna say, here you go. I'm trying to figure out which one I should post.
They entered the war with us.
Right.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Now
they help you fight they fought with the colonialists.
Oh, now, awesome. Molson, I will tell you, I don't do a lot of pet peeves.
Yeah.
But this particular operating event started getting my goat. Okay. KA, I was getting ready to call Kyle, I think on Saturday or Sunday night. And instead, believe it or not, Mike, KAMRD, ended up calling me. He brought me off the ledge. Because I'm working guys on QRP. I'm busting pileups. Yeah, it's taking me a little bit longer. I'm not going to lie. But there's so much complaining going on social media about this. There's complaining on the air. Guys, relax, please. Please. Although my one big pet peeve, and I mean this is no disrespect to the activators, is when I hear, guys, spread it thin. How are you going to spread the pileup any thinner? The best analogy that I could think of, you're spreading manure with a toothpick. It's not going to happen. It's not. You can't spread the pile up. You have to either decide to just let it roll. It is what it is, or run it by the numbers, or run split. If anyone can give me a fourth option, say it. Say it. Well, I get we're all volunteers. I get we're all volunteers, and I appreciate these guys who do this. Not only the activators, as well as everyone behind the scenes. There's a lot of work in this. I get it. I respect it. I love it. I will continue to participate. I will continue to be a good operator. But some of these guys out there with a lot more years than me are really being lids, and it's a little disappointing.
Like, and it's nothing like there are some practices, running in the station. That's one thing, but it's the people who are calling them back. It's the people answering the CQ. My goodness, it's like we talked to us before, but when you're 3 minutes after he says QRZ and there's still stations trying to come in, like that last station, like, oh, I just tuned in, like it's brutal.
Yeah,
and they're
listen.
Oh yeah, and then the best though, the funniest thing, and I roll my eyes at it, is I was like, okay, guys, okay, there's a lot of you, slow it down, or only a few of you come back. It's like we're not coordinating on this side, right? We're not all in the same room here at a rigs being like, okay, you call, I won't call, you call, like John,
right,
you got it? Okay, everybody in the second seat, you call next, okay? And we're going to take turns call. We're not coordinating on this.
Everybody who has a vowel in their last name, you can call in 10 minutes. And so one of the things I wanted to share with you guys, because maybe some of you guys saw this and everything. You guys see that? Again.
Hold on. What's going on with your thing? There you go.
Again, guys were complaining. You know what I mean? And us QRPers are all laughing our butts off. and we're making contacts. We're making contacts. Maybe. So what if it took somebody 3 minutes before me? Ooh, bragging rights, overachiever award. I mean, guys, this is about having fun, experimenting. But again, once again, it's a shame the amount of tuning up, on the activator's frequency. I mean, I haven't even gotten into the please copy. I'm not even going to go there with that one because I mean, at that rate, I think I'd rather hear that. I think I'd rather hear the please copy. If everyone else is going to be good with everything else, I'll take please copy all day long.
But do you want to hear my gripe about it?
What? Yeah. What is it?
All right. The thing that griped me was there was a particular station that I done worked through most of the stations, and this guy was coming in strong. I needed to stick with him. I needed to go ahead and log him. He decided to start calling by numbers. That's fine. Great. Because that separates a little bit of us.
Right.
He spends 20 minutes on zeros, 20 to 30 minutes on ones and twos, probably 40 minutes on fours. Go ahead, fives. All right, moving on. Number 6. Okay, sevens. I'm like, what?
You got to ham harder, bro.
I didn't even have time to hit the foot switch, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, when they did the Last Man Standing event, that's how the station that was on stage ran it. And when he did 4 calls, he gave us like 10 minutes. And he said, I know this is going to be a problem, but, bands are changing.
Right.
Yeah.
And you had people jumping in saying, oh, come on, man. You've already gone past 2 and I just got here. It's like, sorry for your luck.
You got to wait. Hey, guys, do you guys think, good night, Vern.
See you, buddy.
Thank you as always, Vern. Do you guys think, and I haven't done this, I've never run split as a hunter or an activator, but if any experience here, do you think running split is a better way, or do you still think you're going to have guys not paying attention, following the protocols, and operating on the wrong frequency? Does it?
I don't think it would work well for any standard. I think it has its place. Like, I think the expeditions, those special things like a place that's being activated. But really, if you're in the middle of a big contest, because the guys, most of the time, listen, if the guys can barely say their call signs or if they can barely call out numbers, they're not going to, like 90% of the time I've heard people say it's call split. They've never even talked about what frequency they're listening on and what they're transmitting on. Like, you have to relay that information. Like, you can find it eventually, but it becomes cumbersome. So the problem is executing it and making sure that people know it. And that's where, like, I've seen guys with the expeditions or stuff like that. It's worked well, but I've seen it sometimes where it's like, where the hell are you? You know what I mean? Because they're not always just above it. I don't know. My rig does split. But I don't know. That's my opinion.
So I guess as just ham radio operators deal with it.
Listen, you're going to get pig heads everywhere, right? Like, the worst is when they're like, okay, 3 calls, and then somebody comes on with a 6. It's like, are you dense? No,
and they
seriously.
And they work them wrong. You're setting it back.
That's what I love about James from Ham Radio Adventure Guy. Like, if you act out of line, he's going to ignore you, right? Like, he puts you in your place by just ignoring you. And I think that's the best way to go. But, like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I wanted to just yell into my mic and be like, you're a dumb shit. Like,
I like
Scout's got it right.
I like Scout's idea. He says next time I'm calling by brand, all the ICOMs hold. You know something? That may be something fun to do during Support Your Parks weekend. That may be something really.
And then somebody's like, "What about us guys with the Zygoos?"
Yep.
Well, I'm running it through the wait. I'm running it through the alphabet. Hang on.
Well, I'll tell you. One of the stations, when I was trying to work them on sideband, they were calling by the numbers. They called for 2 calls, and nobody was coming back to him that I could hear, and he wasn't going back to anybody. I almost keyed up and said Whiskey 2 HRC.
The one thing that and just as a sub rant to my initial rant, this was very disgusting. A guy was down in Florida. He had his one call. And he said he gave his call sign, he gave his signal report, and he said Florida, FL, Foxtrot Lima. And some guy keyed up and said, using the F-bomb, that's not one land. Yes, it is. If you're running by the numbers, that's regardless of where you are.
Yeah,
It's your call.
Right. Listen, I understand and I respect opinions are opinions, but don't do it hitting the push to talk.
right.
For that type of comment. That should have been, you want to yell at the radio, and then all of a sudden you should also yell at yourself for being ignorant, for making that statement.
He probably had Vox on, Don.
Possibly, but still.
Yeah.
Let's all be better operators, guys. Come on. Can
Hey,
you
guys hear
imagine?
that?
Go ahead.
Sorry, it's talking about better operators. I didn't read the whole thing, but there's some guy who got like a hefty fine because his remote station was transmitting on like 40 meters for a couple days. Like, you guys hear about that?
No.
No.
If you guys know the story in the chat, where was it? It was some guy who was at his cottage and it was transmitting and he couldn't get up there right away to deal with it. It was on like somewhere around the 40-meter band. And he's like, I couldn't get, I couldn't get there to shut it off. And they nailed him with like some kind of fine, supposedly. And yeah, if you guys know that story, let me know. Cause I have if after a couple of days you don't make an extra effort to get there and take care of it, you didn't give two craps in the first place. But I don't know. I'd have to read the article better. I forget who had it. Was it Rhea? Who had that article?
Maybe he was testing out his Amazon Prime deal with his battery pack and solar panel, keeping the station alive.
Yeah. I'm surprised nobody's written about it. I don't know. I have to look that up.
I was gonna say
I have to look on my other Twitter. I have two Twitters, one for ham radio and then one for listening about all the other nonsense.
I'm betting those Amazon batteries are not going to be able to power a radio.
He was mentioning the split earlier. There was one station I came across, and I tuned in, and guys were there hollering, "He's working split," right? So I look on my scope. Sure enough, there's a whole bunch of folks 5 up. So I go over and I start working split, trying to work him. And I'm like, this guy should be hearing me, and he's not. And then I'm listening back to him, and he answers this guy that called on his frequency, on his calling frequency. And somebody keyed up, said, "He's working split." And the guy said, "Well, obviously not. You're 590." I'm like,
oops.
Geez. Yeah,
Well,
so there was
another
miscommunication somewhere, but sure
Another
enough,
whoops.
he was not working split.
This is why they had the thing called the wolf hung back in the 30s, 20s. That's what the wolf hung, I think, was used for. We cannot find any documentation.
No, that's not true.
No,
There's documentation over at W1AW.
of what it was actually used for.
Well, no,
Was it-
but what
it
it's
was-
used for now.
I thought
They
it was
have one.
initially used for the bad CW operators,
Right.
and they would whack their hand, right?
At
Or
least
their arm.
that's
their
the
knee.
that's the hearsay behind it. Yeah.
Did you guys hear that? One of the guys at work today said that some company is suing Starlink because the frequencies that they're using, they're claiming that they're theirs. You guys know about that?
No.
Nope.
But nobody
Anybody
owns a
know?
frequency.
Well, I know, but commercial frequencies, you register them, right?
Well, you still have to get
Like
buy
Motorola has
still-
frequencies that they
buy
have,
a
right?
license. Well, you still buy a license for,
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
One of the guys was talking
I
about it.
did see where there was some uproar about what they're doing the RV stuff now, like Jason's got, but they wasn't supposed to start doing that yet, but they did.
Well, offering a satellite package.
Yeah, like an RV
Yeah.
package, mobile package.
Mhm.
They wasn't supposed to be doing the mobile stuff yet.
Well,
and they did. and
Joe,
somebody's not happy
it's-
about it.
It's not for putting it on the hood of your patrol car and having internet while you're driving around town.
So you can get into the Ham Radio Clubhouse when you have to work.
That's right.
See, Joe's gonna
Of course.
figure it out.
I would pay for that picture. So
Oh, I would too. I would too. This
But
was an incredible weekend, though, in my opinion. Listen, I still had fun with 13 colonies. I still got what? Still got what? Couple more days. Still going to go after if I can get, and if I don't get the clean sweep, whatever. I still had fun. I
Well,
experimented.
if you
But-
got all 13, it's a clean sweep.
No, I still just need Pennsylvania. I still need.
Oh,
So
No.
Jody says at Molson, yes, 12 gigahertz band. SpaceX emailed Starlink customers today asking for help in its battle against Dish Network over radio frequencies for a Starlink internet from space effort. So
Okay, there you go.
booyah! See, the rumor mill at work actually actually pays
Actually does
off.
so
But there was so much ham radio activity. It was fun. Listen, minus probably the small percentage of the lids that we were talking about a few minutes ago. When you look at all the ham radio activity, so you had 13 colonies going on.
mhm.
Our POTA boys were running. I know I was chasing them. I was hunting all over the place. You had Carlos. Carlos jumped what, 2-3
Yeah.
times, I think.
three or four
times.
this weekend.
Three
Yeah.
or four.
If not more. Yeah.
I was trying to chase him QRP on 20 meters. I said someday I'm going to work him on 20 meters because I want that sticker. I want his sticker, but I only want it if I work him. I heard Saudi Arabia in on 20 meters, I think on
Wow.
Saturday night or Sunday. Couldn't work him, but I could hear him, which was so, and a whole bunch of other DX.
Wait, Don, why couldn't you work him?
3-3-2-2. It just could
Okay.
just.
So
just
he
couldn't-
was in the mud. Yeah, because I know with your setup, if you can hear him, you can work him.
on what, 20 or 40.
I don't know.
I even ran downstairs to the DX commander.
I was gonna say the DX Commander or the NI4L.
I thought the
But
DX
20
commander
was
would be.
rough this weekend.
It was.
20
and-
was 20 was brutal. 40
And there
was
was a-
great for me.
Right. 40 was again. James, made me laugh last night when I worked him. He says, "Haha, I can tell you're not using that QRP radio." And then I realized I'm on the 7300 over here. But seriously, I ran downstairs because to me, Saudi Arabia, holy crap, that would be like,
Right? Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
there was just so much, and there was just some regular guys just calling the traditional CQ20, CQ40 in the midst of everything. I actually had one great rag chew with a guy in Ohio, and it was fun. It was fun just to talk for 15 minutes. It all starts out. You guys know how it starts off.
Mhm.
What's your name? How's the weather? What kind of rig? And usually, what kind of antenna? Usually by then, that seems to be that threshold. Are we going to continue, or are we going to just say so long? And he wanted to continue. We talked about the different professions, totally different professions, and it was fun to learn about somebody. It was fun to learn about somebody and talking about his geography of his town, his county that he lives in. It was absolutely fun to do something like that. Some people in the chat are saying the bands were horrible. Also, it's satellites. Watching my Twitter account, I think the satellite guys were having fun too. I think. Yeah, 45 auto. Exactly. Spread them out.
No, but if you read Plasma's message right before, he goes with a coronal hole blasting us, and then I skip through to spread them out. Sorry.
Oops.
Yeah,
Well, just
not
like
the way you wanna
field
read that.
day. Well, just like field day, the bands may not be what we are want them to be, but the bands are still there. And I guess for a guy like me, I limit myself to sideband. I don't have that option of going to CW or to
Don.
FT8.
You're in trouble.
Well, yes. Oh my God, Bean, you're right. The satellite people. I shouldn't say guys. You're absolutely right. Bing. Bean, I owe you one. 88s. I owe
Bean,
you
we
one.
love you.
I
Yeah,
work
I don't know.
mostly.
I owe her one.
I worked pretty much. I only came down every once in a while and worked the 13 colonies, but I got Hotel India 8, Papa Oscar Tango Alpha. That is Santiago's.
So did I. Yeah,
a
so did
group
I.
there in Dominican Republic. So if you guys don't know about that, that is a new amateur radio club in the Dominican Republic. Just recently registered, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe about a
Oh.
month or so. I worked them on 20 meters. I've been trying to work them on 40 or 18.
I got them on
Um,
20.
Yeah, I worked them
Yeah.
on July 4th, and I worked them on QRP.
Are we
worked them
allowed
on
to talk
QRP.
to Russians?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
why
yeah.
not?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. You know, like the rules, like sometimes if governments say you can't talk, I don't know. I haven't been following that stuff. But some guy's like, oh, he gives me his call sign. I don't know where it is. He's like, oh, from Russia. And I'm like, hey, buddy, how you doing? And then I was like, oh, crap. Someone's listening in and it's going to send me a mad email because I'm like, hey, buddy, you know, like, but I don't know. Or I don't know if we're
Well,
allowed.
just don't say those satellite guys, and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or Bean will come over and hit you.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I haven't heard a lot of Russian. I got one not long ago, but
I was gonna say Wild Rasia is out there.
For a while
Who?
there, the Russians, I think, well, at least from my experience, I hear them more in the winter time.
yeah.
Or you know, and I don't know why.
Because they're inside.
Yeah, maybe.
Nothing better
Yeah,
to do. Get on the radio.
Nothing else to do. Get on the radio. Yeah.
I'm just
At least
trying- oh yeah,
that's my
I got
explanation.
European Russia. When? What's the 4th month? February, March, April. April 23rd. I got European Russia. So yeah, they've been around.
Long time ago, I worked a Russian station. He says he was probably about 200, 300 miles from Alaska. I'm like, that's great. Now can I work Alaska on 10 meters? I mean,
I got Kazakhstan, and the only thing I could think about was Borat. I'm dead serious.
I would too.
Yeah.
Imagine getting that QSL card with
Oh,
yeah. That would be great.
somebody ought to do that. Make Borat their QSL card.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I used to work with a guy who looked very similar to him, but he was not into radio.
I agree with you,
So-
Plasma. Plasma says, I think banning Russian hams from contests or making QSLs for logs is absolute BS. I agree with you 100%.
Mhm.
I just, yeah. Listen,
Yeah. I have nothing against the people. It's they're.
We are not supposed to. This is not
Powers that
supposed to be
be.
political. This is not.
I'm-
This is ham radio, right, guys?
I'm not getting political. There's
No,
nothing
no,
against people.
That's what I'm saying. That's what so they shouldn't be banned. They should
Right.
not be banned.
listen.
You know.
I think every ham radio operator should think about their personal experience. Do you support everything that your leadership does? Because I can tell you, hell no, from my end. And so I'm just stuck here. I can't leave here. I can't become an American citizen. So I'm forced to be a Canadian citizen.
I want Scout to come on the stream right now and start doing his Russian.
Your signal very
Your
Your
nice.
signal, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
Some of the nicest people. It's amazing when you look. If you close your eyes or think back, how long you've been playing radio, and we all know once you get your general, things kind of go down a different rabbit hole. But even when I was a tech and with working 10 meters back in the early 90s, I have met on the radio some of the nicest people. It has been an honor to talk to regular guys and gals, just regular people just like us. They go to work every day. They got family. They got the average problems too, whatever the problem could be. And it could be a simple station or it could be the mega station. I've met some of the sweetest, nicest people. And I feel that we're very, very blessed in this hobby for that. Yes, I know it's that, 1% of those guys who, but maybe that's why they make a VFO and the on-off button for us,
Yeah.
And NAYO, it never gets old with you. You have got to get here. If you had just left, just like in school, if you had just left your house 60 minutes earlier,
I was
would have
gonna
got
say,
here.
I'll give him a pass for being late
Okay.
if he was out activating POTA.
Okay.
But if he wasn't, he's on
Heck-
bathroom detail.
No.
No, James
'cause
showed
James
up.
is
James is here.
He
Yeah.
waits
James-
until after the
wait,
show.
No, James is in the park. He's not telling you that.
He
He's
still
already in the
waits until-
park. He was calling CQ before. He stops for the clubhouse and then he calls CQ after.
Hey guys, I gotta tell you, I was having fun with James Linden and his buddy Tom up there in Canada. They were doing parks side by side. They were passing the mic, doing their thing. And I'm not sure if James. I think I gotta owe James an apology, but he's a good guy.
What'd you do? Give him a 1-1?
Yeah. Tom, you're 5, and they really were beautiful signals. Tom, you're 5'9", great audio. James, you're 3-3. You're 0-0.
Oh, antenna boy, turn the beam.
Turn that dipole. Turn that hamstick.
Yeah. So,
But, good, just good radio, good playing around. So I took my I wanted to go out to take the kids out to Block Island this week. And it was packed. The ferry was packed. Can't get on. So we took the kids down to the local beach here in town, which is also pretty good too. You can't beat it, you know.
mm-hmm.
Took out the 705 for its maiden voyage out on the beach.
Oh.
And of course, the hardest decision was
which antenna?
Right. And Maggie's looking at me. She's like, Dad, we're going down. It's 2 miles away. You're packing all that stuff in the back of your truck. And she says, you know, Mom's looking at you up in heaven saying, what the hell? This guy's never going to change. No, I'm not going to change. Because I'm like, well, what antenna? And what, you know, and I got this mast and I got this spike that the fishermen use for the fishing poles that I bought 3 years ago that I got on Amazon for $3, mind you. Probably $25 in Canada. But I'm like, what am I going to?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, I ended up using the K6 ARK antenna, and it was fun. I sat under the umbrella, and and let me tell you something. Getting back to what Molson was saying, there was a lot of cuties on that beach, but for some reason, these women who might think they may have a trophy here. I thought the 705 and the K6 RK antenna would reel one in for me.
Yep.
They didn't want to.
Kyle, welcome. You have an
Hello.
echo.
How are you? I got an echo?
Good. Yeah, you got an echo.
Hang on.
You did.
How about now?
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sibilance.
Well, it was when Don was talking. I could hear him coming over your mic.
Yeah, it's just.
I had my speakers on. I was listening to the radio down here in the studio. Sorry about
Kyle, I must tell you.
Studio.
First off, the T-shirt is excellent.
Got
that. It's I got this at I got this at Dayton. Went to the banquet. They give me a horrible dinner and a T-shirt.
You paid enough for the radio.
Now, Kyle, here's my problem, Kyle, and this is my problem. Every time I see you now, and every time I see your call sign, whether it's now or in Twitter or on YouTube, I can't help it but thinking Aardvark.
Or astronaut.
Astronaut, right. It is the greatest, man. This stuff could be making you money. Maybe it'll make up for your Bitcoin loss. I mean, this is we gotta find a way to capitalize on this. We really do.
You know what's funny is I will call out my call Alpha 0 Zulu with the proper phonetics, and people will come back to me with Aardvark or astronaut or Zanzibar, and they will literally just they'll hack it together because of this.
Well, I can't wait to work you. You know that, and I'm afraid I'm going to stumble and stutter it, and I don't want to. So I may have to write it.
Please copy. It'll be okay.
Yeah, everything will be okay once you say please copy.
All right. So 13 colonies. Have you done anything?
I've done a few.
Yeah, no, he hasn't done anything.
My dog had a message for you.
Have you guys talked about the 13 colonies yet?
A little bit, but
we started to.
So here's
squirrel. So
So this is. Hang on, let me see if I can get this working.
We started
here.
the topic and we was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, let's wait on Kyle."
So here is. Let me see if I can figure this out.
We
Nope,
actually
that's
changed.
not it.
We actually changed the subject to a Crocs. We waited for you.
Hang on, let me get rid of that thing. So this is my. Yeah, so this is my Node-RED dashboard that I programmed for 13 colonies. Just a tracker, right? So everything in green, I have worked. Everything in brown, I have not worked. So I still have
Very nice.
K2C from Rhode Island and K2I from New Jersey on digital. in order for a clean sweep. But I still got, this Great Britain, he was calling CQ on FT8 20 meters. I think he had his dummy load plugged in because people were calling him. There weren't many people. He wasn't answering many people back.
A serious
no,
question: what causes that? Is that some type of over deviation in the software or the levels? What would cause that to happen? Mine is propagation.
Mine is the idiot factor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
All
gonna
right.
say, I could hear him calling CQ yesterday on FT8, but he wasn't responding to anybody.
Right. What is going on?
I think he unplugged the receive antenna. That's what I think happened.
But who has been easier to get than I thought was France, the TM13 COL.
He's on right now. It's clear as clear right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
20 meters.
and from what I let me pull me back.
14,321. His signal's booming. You guys want to hear this? His
Yeah.
signal's booming in right now. It's actually 14,320. He offset or he went down.
14,320.
Negative, Whiskey Kilo 4.
Hear that?
Kilo Charlie 4.
So-
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
live right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to work them.
So there is definitely you can tell the more experienced FT8 operators out there because K2D and K2F, they've been calling CQ the whole weekend. They've not had any pileups. They've been actually calling CQ, and you call them 3 or 4 times and they come back to you. K2A, K2B, K2L. I've called them 100 times and nothing.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Okay, Kyle, I will DM you a call sign to call or to email for
Well,
K2L
I don't need them anymore. I got them.
because I know the stations that were working K2L.
Well, it seems to me that I understand that the first couple of days it's there was a pileup on single sideband, and that pileup lasted I want to say 20 seconds, maybe even 30 seconds. People were saying their call 4 times, 5 times. They were it was unbelievable on how wide the pileup was, how deep it was. People were just being lids. And I get that for, the 13 colonies. It's a big special event. It's a big deal. I understand that. But what I don't understand is just whenever people don't, if you're going to have that type of pileup, you need to have operators that know how to work the pileup. They were letting the pileup get out of control.
Yeah. No, especially I think it was yesterday with Great Britain, or maybe it was Pennsylvania. The pileup was just insane, and we were talking about that earlier. Just it's like the operators who were trying to respond to the CQ didn't they didn't know any code of conduct. It was
Right.
It was insane. But listen, Kyle, a clean sweep is all 13 plus all the bonus stations, right?
No, it's just the 1x1s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Kyle, I almost called you on Saturday night. I'm not sure if you heard. I almost called you. I had a 15-second of the police copies. I was going to be serious. I was saying, Kyle, this is serious. The world needs some help right now. And just as I was fooling around with it, Mike called me and everything. And then Mike and I chatted for about 15 minutes and everything. But it was I don't really believe this.
Yeah.
Of this whole, I thought it was just a field day thing, but now it's getting to be.
Yeah, and
I'm not believing this France station's 20 over to me.
The Francians have been great. I mean, you've been able to get a hold of them. They've been on the bands. You've been able to work them. They've managed the pileups. They've been on the right bands at the right time. Whoever their operators are, they should get a gold medal for the week. The GB13 COL, I've heard them on. I mean, I've seen them spotted, but I've not heard them. They have not replied. I mean, I think that I heard them on single sideband, and it was late at night. It was like at 9 o'clock my time, so it was what 3 a.m. their time, and they were on 20 meters.
Burning the midnight oil, right?
Right, and I mean, they were working stations like one every minute. You know, they were having a conversation. You know, and that is like that is the one thing that you don't do in special events that have pileups that are 50 people deep in contests is have a conversation about. And I understand there's a time. I'm going to get ridiculed in the chat. There's a time and place for that, and I understand people are going to be like, you know what? It's the operator that if he wants to have a 4-minute conversation with somebody, let him have a 4-minute conversation with somebody. That's fine. But I turned off the radio because I couldn't.
But Kyle, it's ironic you said that because Mike and I were talking about that, and I said, Mike, if this was the battleships on the air where the guys want to promote the history of this event, the warships, I get this special 350th birthday party of your town. This is my special. Those are great things. Those are great, you know.
Yep.
But this event,
Totally agree.
you know, this event is so popular. You've got to move it, man. You gotta. If you don't know how to shake, rattle, and roll, you will get steamrolled.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, Great Britain was on 14-3-10. 37 minutes ago was the last log I saw. But just so you know, 14. I can't hear him.
I love this event. This is probably one of my favorite events of the year. And I love the challenge of getting all the stations, running a clean sweep. You know, the challenge is, you know, we wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't an event, right?
That was true. Kyle, let's make it a real challenge. Let's try it from one of the 13 colonies.
Well, your only real band is 40 meters and 80 meters.
Right.
I mean,
it's like Pennsylvania. I can only get them on 40.
Right.
And same with some of the upper states there.
I got to tell you, for me, Rhode Island. See, I worked Rhode Island on 40, and that was QRP. That's a hard band for me for Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Because I'm so close to the border, that could work for me or against me. I thought I was going to have to work them on 80. It is what it is.
You almost, if you're going to work them on QRP, you almost have to start like on the 6th.
Well, I only need Pennsylvania for my sweep, so maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah, good.
No, I was telling them before. I got 9 out of 12 so far on QRP.
That's awesome.
It was fun. Yes, it's not. I was never the first guy. Maybe I was the last guy. Maybe I got lucky that they heard me. Who knows? When the guy is saying spread them out, what can you spread out?
Well, at that point, he probably I'm going to get crap for it in the chat here. Is he should have been calling by call location numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and
we
said
were discussing that. Yeah,
and do the numbers, but do them quick so people can stick around. Right? If you do zeros for 45 minutes, I guarantee everyone's going to leave. Right? You got to go through the numbers quick. Or what in CW you work split, and you say up to, and just like a DXpedition, they're not really listening up to. They're listening up 2.5, 2.75, and what they do is they just go up and down the band, and they bring that filter in and out, and they just grab those calls, and you keep your transmit frequency clear, but you're listening to all of the rubbish that's going on, and you just use your filters and your VFO, your second VFO, to go up and down and grab them.
One of the things that I like to do, and I see other POTA operators do it, and I love it. I have not seen this with 13 colonies, unless you guys have. They'll let the pile up run, or let the hunters call, and then usually that activator will start saying, okay, the Oscar Zero station, go ahead. The Foxtrot Lima station. He'll take 5 or 6 in the bunch. James does it all the time.
Yeah, James does it. Yeah.
I love it. I learned that 4 years ago from Kerry, KB3WAV. I love it. That's a great way of But if you're going to do it one and one and one, that's also going to take a lot longer to go through, regardless of number. If you're running it by the numbers or not, I wish some guys would strongly consider doing that thing too. That also helps again move it along. And
what you got to do it. You know, James says screw the numbers. One of them was doing it last night and got to 5 and went QRT because he was tired. That's a bad operator because he didn't go through all the numbers. I mean,
What if you started at 6?
What?
What if you started at 6 and then you came back around?
You can start wherever you want as long as you go all the way around and you get through all of the numbers within 10 minutes. You know, if you've got that much of a pileup and you're running numbers, you're running 3 calls a minute.
Yes, right. Matter of fact, and one guy I did commend him though. He said, "Are there any QRPers out there? Are there any mobiles out there?"
Yeah.
I like that. That's a nice courtesy to offer. That's a really nice kudos to those guys. You know.
So anyway, there's
like the handicapped parking spot at the store, right, Don?
Well, as everyone running QRO right now. I'll take you right now. So maybe we should start doing that. I'll take all the QRO guys right now. If you're running
QRP is anything under 1,000 watts, right?
Okay, right. So everyone who's running 800 watts or more, let's just get you out of the way. Let's go.
Why don't we just ask for people who are bald? All the baldies out there.
Oh wait, that's a huge pile up.
God, that's what I was saying before. It's like when they're like, "Okay, guys, spread it out." I was like, do they think we're here all in the same room? Like, okay, you guys 10 seconds slower. I'll go first. You guys good? Okay, every second chair, like please.
I love the spread them out, people. Let's not step over each other. And just like, do you understand what you just said?
Right.
I'm like visualizing. Am I stepping on someone?
Right.
If you're wearing Crocs right now, we'll take you first. Come on, Joe, wake up.
Spread it out means I'm going to turn my amp to my Italian amp to 2,000.
Yeah. If you're running M&P feed line, I'll take only those running M&P feed line.
No, but I think people like I was saying before, if they're like, okay, 3 stations and somebody comes on like Kilo 6, I think that person should lose their license. They're obviously not smart enough to know that. No, but if you're not smart enough to know the difference between a 3 and a 6,
but here's okay.
How
so
the hell did you pass the test?
But
Molson,
in their defense, somebody was calling by the numbers. I tuned around. I saw them spotted. I tuned around. They called QRZ, and I launched my call site in, and somebody with 1,500 watts came back and said, "He's going by numbers."
So many times.
Ouch.
And I'm like, I'm that one. Yep, it's me. Yep.
So you're the lid.
I'm the lid. Thank you.
Take off that Flex Radio shirt. Put lid.
So you're that guy that just doesn't listen before you operate.
No,
I code of conduct. Code of conduct.
I mean, he called QRZ. He called Kilo 2 Lima QRZ. I was in there.
Steve, where's the wolf hung?
Right. It's actually up there by you. W1AW.
But if he's calling by numbers, I mean, I would have figured it out real quick because, or what they don't do is they call QRZ and they don't say by the numbers. So then it's
that's the best. Is some of the stations were like QRZ. Oh no, QRZ4, QRZ4. Sorry guys.
And that's I heard some of them say, two land only QRZ.
Right. Yeah.
And and they were doing that in like 5-minute intervals. So
yeah, you can't do that every 5 minutes. You got to do it after you say QRZ.
No, he was staying on a number for 5 minutes.
Oh well,
and he was running a straight pile up for that 5.
Yeah, so you got to take 3 to 4 calls on the number, and then you got to move on. That is the key. You got to run them fast because people are going to tune out, and they're going to call you a lid because you stayed on 5 for 5 minutes.
True.
Because people don't have you just have to imagine everyone's got ADHD, right? If I hear somebody just calling zeros the whole day, I'm just like, I got to get out of here.
Squirrel.
Like I don't have enough time for this.
But see, 13 Colonies is so much fun because it's not just like you can extend it over a couple days, right? Because life is real. Like weekends are busy.
7 days. 7 days, yeah.
and so like it gives the opportunity to participate, and you're not really competing for numbers. You're just trying, you know what I mean? It's not multipliers, which is fun too, but the multipliers and then total points, but it's a very different atmosphere than some of the other contests where you don't have to like sit at home on a weekend for 1 day or 2 days. You can do it gradually over time. And then it's a different goal that's actually achievable, right? So in the contest spirit, it's like, and I hate to say it, but everybody can play, but it's for your own personal, like, you know what I mean? Like you're not like putting your name on a billboard.
I was going to ask you guys, what do you think the stigma is? Because I love working it. I loved it. And I've been doing it now. I think it's fun, but how come the smaller QSO parties don't have that same shiny? Is it because
nobody has a clue how the QSO parties work? I'm sorry, I don't.
I don't think they're pushed as hard. Special events get pushed. QSO parties, it's like, okay, there's a QSO party every weekend.
But I love it doing it every single. Let me tell you something. The Missouri. If I had the opportunity to work Kyle every single year because he's in Missouri, I would love it. I'm a ham radio operator. This is what we do. So what if I worked Missouri before? Keep working.
You log your contacts all the same, right? Like so, you're just logging it like a regular contact, right? For me, like when I get those QSO parties, the problem is sometimes there's 2 or 3 on a weekend, right? And then you have different QSO parties happening, and
they have different logging requirements and different.
And it's just so much, and it just becomes like, and then like somebody's calling CQ, and they're not saying QSO party, so then you call them, and they're like, "Well, what's your number?" And then it's just like, forget it.
Do that again. What's your number? Yeah, you're right. No, you are right.
But like it's
001.
Yeah, I know, and then I know what you mean. Like it's easy 001, but. It's so smooth with the 13 colonies because it's just a regular contact, right?
Right.
And the QSO's parties is like
I never thought of that. That's interesting. Yeah.
I think it is. People hate contests. If you're not a contester, you hate contests, right? And this is a special event thing, and it's not like you don't have to turn in a log if you don't want to. There's this whole stigma on. Oh, well, I just contacted Kyle in Missouri for Missouri QSO party. Now I'm obligated to turn in a log, and people, you don't have to turn in. Yes, I want you to turn in a log, but do you have to? Is there somebody with a gun to your head saying, if you don't turn in this log, bad things are going to happen? No. If you just want to go out there and make some general contacts in QSO parties and contests, that is your right. Go ahead and do that. Make it fun. But I think that there's also, you don't know who's playing in those contests or not, right? People just say, hey, there's a contest, and they don't know what contest it is. This has got a specific purpose, and you know who's calling CQ, and you know if they're on, that special event because they have a special call sign. So I think that there's another stigma associated with it that, I'm just going to work these on my leisure. It's the 13 colonies. If I get them, I don't. There's no pressure to turn anything in. There's no pressure to make know what the contact structure is, what the exchange is. It's just a general contact.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. So a QSO party. So people outside of the state are trying to get contacts in the state, right?
Right.
Okay, and then people in the state get more points if they work in the state, but they also accept points from outside, right? Something like that.
Correct.
Okay, so then some jack is sitting on a frequency calling CQ Missouri QSO party, right? Calling CQ like that,
right?
And then I call him and he says, "Oh, I want Missouri," because he's outside the state trying to get people in the state. It's back instead of hunting those people.
Oh no! So typically, if you're in Missouri and you're calling CQ, you're trying to contact the other counties and the other states.
That's right.
But if you contact a state that all the states and all the counties are multipliers, right?
Yeah.
So your run rate, your butt in the chair and your run rate is what you're trying to go for, right? And as you contact more people, the odds are that you're going to contact more counties and more states, right? But if you contact Montana 4,000 times, you only get the multiplier once for Montana.
Yeah.
right?
I got you. So then some guy is sitting. That would be like me sitting here in Canada, doing the Missouri QSO party, sitting on 14220. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm calling CQ
Missouri.
QSO party, right?
And people do that.
And then Joe, and then Don calls me from Connecticut and says,
Right.
"Hey, whiskey one," and I'm like, "Yeah, I want Missouri stations."
Oh, yeah, people do that too. So we've got
It's like,
we've got
fuck you.
yeah. So
No, but it's like you have to know all the the drama. It's like
Well-
I just want to make a friggin' QSO.
well, they should say CQ Missouri Alpha Alpha Zero Zulu, right? So
They
you know
don't.
that you're like CQ CQ Missouri, CQ Joe Brett, all. Push your
Wake up.
CQ, designate all your power to that CQ.
Well, hold on, Kyle. If you are listening, not you personally, but if you, the operator, the hunter, is listening, DX code of conduct, listening.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
heard.
yeah.
I have heard so many guys saying, I'm looking to make contact with. So if I hear the DX say, looking for East Coast stations only, I'm on the East Coast. If he says, and I've heard this before, West Coast only, why the hell would I key up if I'm in Connecticut? I'm not West Coast. It's called respect.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's called respect.
Yeah, but
What
the guy,
I did-
the guy
what
in
I did
Trinidad and
once-
Tobago calls him back. And he's like, "Yeah, buddy, how you doing?"
So what then?
I'm on both coasts.
So guess what? He's the lid. He's the lid. I'm not. Now there was one time when I did hear that, and the guy was calling and calling and calling. I finally just said, "Hey, W1FYG in Connecticut, you got a great signal in Connecticut. I won't hold you anymore." And the guy started having a little conversation, but we kept it short and sweet. He said, "I'm going to go back. Have yourself a great night." To me, I thought it was just nice just to let the guy know you are being heard at least on the East Coast, but I understand you want to work West Coast for whatever the reason why he wants to do it.
Well,
Again, we're all friends here. This is the hobby. We're all friends.
you
Unless
know,
we're
kind of hard to work the West Coast when your beam's pointed east.
all right then. He should have
Long
been
path.
going. He should have been probably going over the polar region, whatever. But
Yeah. The only thing, Kyle, is that the other thing is like we said before, a lot of those QSO parties, you'll get a couple of them at the same time.
Yeah,
Right.
that's tough.
And so it's like now I gotta what QSO part, because sometimes they'll just say QSO party. It's that finishing the sentence that they have a lot of hard time. It's like when they're calling my numbers and forget to say the number, right? It's the same thing when the QSO party, they're calling QSO party. Which one? Right?
Yeah.
And it just becomes and then what ends up, and I've done a couple of QSO parties.
Memory.
I skip half the guys on the frequency, and then I realized I should have been doing the other QSO party because no one's calling.
Yeah. Well, they should be putting their state in front of the QSO party. The ones that I hate is even as new hams, there's CQ, there's worldwide contest, CQ worldwide, CQDX, the ARL contest. Some of these operators, they'll just say AA0Z contest. And you're like, which one? Well, there's 4 other contests
Good point.
going on.
Good point.
And then you call them, right? Sometimes you don't hear what the exchange is or you want to get in and get out and you don't understand what the exchange is. I love some of these other contesters. They're just like, well, you got to figure out what the exchange is. Well, whenever they're going a mile a minute and the bands are crap and you can't hear them very well, how am I going to know what the exchange is whenever they're just calling contest? At least if they call like AA0Z CQ worldwide or CQ contest or not CQ contest, but worldwide or something along those lines, I can at least go and look it up and have some type of keyword to be like, oh, he wants my grid or he wants my ITU section.
Good
or,
point. Good point. Good point.
In the bigger contests, it's a little bit tougher because, but as a new ham, how do you know what's a big contest and what's a small contest,
Right. As well as, am I the only guy? If I hear something something that I've never heard before on the radio, I Google it quickly. What are you looking for? Am I the only guy or one of the few people who are doing that? Maybe we should all just take the time. Just take that extra minute or
contest
two.
calendar is a great calendar is a great resource because
it is. I use
it
it all
has
the
it
time.
all just you
Right.
see the calendar, you hit the slot and it'll bring you
Yep.
to the information.
You click the hyperlink, it automatically goes to the website that shows you the criteria. There you go, folks. You know what I mean? It's
Or
maybe
you
this is
know
what
what
this
is
about,
the
mentoring.
the other great thing is if you don't like what's on the radio or on the air, spin the dial.
I was gonna say it's got knobs. Turn
It's
'em.
got knobs. Yep. And there's lots of bands. There's lots of bands.
All right, guys. My favorite gal, or one of my favorite gals, is operating right now on 14248. So you don't have to leave us, but you can work her if you need her. So,
I contacted Bean first day.
She was my first.
Yep.
Contact.
She was one of my first contacts. Yep.
Is she doing Kilo 2 Delta?
Yep.
yeah.
What? I didn't know this. Gosh.
Yeah.
I was asked. Yeah, I was
I
actually
hear.
asked to do it. I was actually asked to do it this year. I just didn't have the time. I will strongly consider it for next year also.
Well, you guys should. You know what they should add to the 13 colonies is a Victor Alpha station because, you know,
I thought
that's part of your. You couldn't beat us. You had to sign a treaty. Just
I thought most of us going to say
Well,
a 14th
this is his-
colony.
The 14th.
I would actually love that, but okay.
Molson,
Can I
the 14th
separate my
colony.
property? You know, like, hold on. Let's see.
Is there how many provinces are there? 7?
8? Something like that. 8 or 9. I don't remember, man. Geography in school was a long time ago, and half of them are too small to even care about.
Do you guys have a 9 colony special event up there?
I don't know. Jody, how many we got? We got British Columbia, we have Alberta,
Oh
we
my
have
God.
Saskatchewan,
10.
we have Manitoba, Ontario. What?
He said
We've-
10.
10. Yeah, that's right. 10.
We've got Maine, Vermont, New
territories, that's
Hampshire.
British, the British Canadian.
Jody's my
colony.
backup. Jody always has my back. When I don't know the answer, Jody's like, "Yeah, I got your
Yeah.
back, buddy." Don't worry.
Yeah.
Jody's a real Canadian.
Right. Because Joseph used to. I thought Joseph was going to hold that title, but he's out doing. What's he doing now? Canadian memes? What's he doing now? The
You mean
Canadian,
N6 NRD or the other one?
No.
Canadian memes.
that Canadian, what's he doing?
I don't hear you, Bean.
That D's thing. He's doing that D's thing, and that special
Yeah.
call. The one, as Josh says, those Canadian FCC, they'll give anybody a temporary call sign. I mean,
You pay enough money, you can have whatever you want your call.
but yet Molson's got to spend more for his Amazon. Is that where all that money's going towards?
Nah. No, you know, it's funny. There's a whole cluster on the East Coast of provinces there that nobody remembers what they are half the time. We got Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. You know, there's a whole, yeah. Anyways, yeah, 10 and 3. And I can't hear you, Bean.
She is in the noise for me, but I hear her in there.
I'll bet you if she was on 40 right now, she'd be rocking it.
Is
I
she
can
on?
get France, no problem. But
Is she on 249? There's somebody calling CQ
No.
on 248.
248. I'm sorry.
239.
I just put 238, didn't I?
oh yeah, you did.
I'm
my
not even
bad.
gonna.
249.
I'm not even going to try to listen.
I hear
to
them
this.
now. 248. Yeah.
248.
I don't know why I thought 249.
She'll be all ground wave for me.
I'll be right back.
No, I don't
Yeah.
hear them. Oh, I got you. I put a little bit of juice behind my signal. Look at this. I got double headphones on, guys.
Oh,
Oh, me. You know, not only have I figured out how to do one mic for radio and YouTube, I'm listening to the radio in these headphones and y'all too.
very
One
good,
headphone,
Joe.
one mic.
All right, you
Very
guys
good
want to
job.
hear Bean?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Can you hear that?
No.
How can I pipe this in? Hang on, guys. Let me turn on my DAX.
I only hear the stations calling them.
Alpha audio input capture, and I'm gonna do. Hang on, guys. Add.
They're 5-9 into Florida.
Let me.
Hey, look at that. Somebody changed my name to the 14th colony. I thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. all hail. All hail Molson.
Hey, Kyle, let's see if we can make contact, buddy.
My guess, Kyle's going to do it first, just based on location. That's what I'm saying. If she was on 40 meters, my bet would have gone towards you.
I'm just going through all my stuff. Never mind me, boys. I got to.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, hang on.
It's impressive.
Let's see here. Let's see. Is this frequency in use? This is frequency in use. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. I got to get you, Kyle. It's been a while.
Hang on, I'm choosing the right DAX here. I know this is riveting.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to find a web SDR I can hear better on, but
I'm on 14263. Is this frequency in use? This is frequency in use. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar.
I don't know why this is not working. It's weird.
What's the matter? You can't pipe it through?
Yeah, I'm having trouble piping it through.
All right, see if you can hear me. 263.
263.
Yeah. Okay. Alpha Zero Zulu. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar.
Oh, there he is. I saw it on the
You hear
scope.
me?
Barely.
Really? I saw it on the scope.
Oh.
He came right up.
More power. More power. Hold on a second there, buddy.
Come on. Give those hamsters some food and give them a carrot.
Alpha Zero Zulu. This is Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar. No way.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah. Right. Next time you should have bought it.
Alpha
You should buy a
Zero
Yaesu
Zero.
or
Oh,
Icom.
it's not keying. Hang on.
Should have bought a Yaesu.
I'll work everyone using a
Kyle.
Heath kit right now. Thank you,
Sometimes it
Scouts.
does this. I gotta
You got to restart. Restart it.
restart it. Yeah, because sometimes it doesn't pick up my microphone whenever I'm running OBS.
Can you add a 14th colony to your
Test one,
scoreboard
test two.
there?
No. It is not. It's not picking up the microphone. There's something going on. Every time that I run OBS with my radio, sometimes it doesn't pick up the mic. Test one, test two. No.
What is going on, guy? Telling you, man. Not flexing enough.
Yeah.
Jamestown didn't sign the Articles of Confederation. Yep. Alpha Zero Zulu. Alpha Zero Zulu.
listening
This is
anymore.
Victor Alpha 3 Sierra Delta Oscar.
I had a laugh somewhere on Twitter. They were talking about, I guess, just right prior to signing the declaration.
November 5 station, come again, please.
They gave George Washington a huge party, which cost like a whole
What's
bunch
up,
of money.
Don? November 5
good time.
Sierra Kilo Tango. How you doing, buddy?
Okay. Here we go. I think I've got it now.
Yeah, you're about a 5'7" here into Eastern Ontario, Don. Thanks for making contact with me tonight. You're better than I bet you're running that Sun SDR and you're kicking the crap out of that Flex radio that Kyle's got going on all over there, aren't you?
He's running that Sun SDR into that Mercury.
What frequency are you guys on? I'm gonna walk over to the radio.
Here we go. Here's
248.
yeah. Here's feeding. You guys ready?
All
Here
right,
it is.
Don, sounds good. Thanks for making contact with me this evening. Let's see if I can get that little short guy to come through on this frequency here. So I'll talk to you later, Don. 73.
The short guy.
Wow.
Are you falling short of the goal there, Kyle? Can you make it?
I give up.
Oh, what? You can't transmit?
No, I can. I'm not. I can't pipe the audio from my mixer into OBS and let StreamYard capture it also.
Well, we can just unplug the headphones on this end and listen to you. Well, here, at least call me, see what happens.
Hang on. audio, mic.
There it is.
Kilo 6, November, Delta, November, from Kilo to Delta. I have you a 5x7 into Connecticut. QSL? 73 to Kilo 6, November, Delta, November. This is Kilo 2 Delta calling QRZ.
Is that your audio, Kyle?
That's Bean.
Kilo 7, Whiskey, Quebec.
You got me now.
That's a nice receive.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great
All right.
receive on that.
You can remove me from the corner there, boys.
Oh,
Look at
kinda
all my
like that away.
headphones here. What an idiot.
Right.
Hold on. This is how I do it. I have my computer one and then my radio one. Look at that. They're crossed. So now I can hear computer in one. and
That's SOHR. Two radio, two headphone.
it's a high hell of a setup. So,
All right,
anyway.
that's exercise in sound engineering took way too long.
Oh yeah, but it's all fun and games.
Dang, he's just on 7 calls right now.
Who's that?
The France station.
Yeah.
Oh, is he doing
Where-
it by numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Where's he right now, Steve?
7s.
No. What frequency?
14,320.
Let me
y'all
check.
got a long
And
way
he's
to
coming
go.
in here. Yeah, he's coming in here 20 over.
So France is on 14,320. Great Britain's on 14,310. 321, by the way. And then yeah. Let's see who else is. Oh no, that was a while back. Where are we at?
Just say, are you here in Great Britain on 310?
Let me go check it out. 14,310.
Tommy, can you hear me? I'll hit it. I get frustrated, and I quit for the day. I've quit for the day. I'll hit it back tomorrow.
He's 20 over 9. He's 20 over.
Oh, yeah.
20 over 9.
Great
And
Great
that's-
Britain is 20 over 9.
No, is that the French station?
France.
On the 14.320.
The Tango Mike.
Yeah, and that's off my off center head.
Yeah, 310 is hot. There's so yeah, 310 is GB13, I think.
Wow, look at them.
That's dedication, burning the midnight oil. 3 a.m. 3 was it 3 a.m. 3:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
they're all drinking
wait a
some
minute. No, 4-hour difference. 4-hour difference, 5-hour difference.
They're 5 for me,
5?
so it'd be 1:34 a.m.
1:34 a.m. Regardless.
Dedication.
Dedication. Thank you guys.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get that digital clean sweep because after I do, James is he owes me a challenge coin. Or I might not be the first one. He threw it out there to everyone and said the first person who gets a clean sweep on all 3 bands gets a challenge coin. So that's what I'm going for. I
I'll
don't know.
beat you to it.
I'll I don't know if I can get I and C. It's not going to matter. Not going to matter at all.
Yeah, look at that station is so loud.
I mean, he's splattering over here. He's not splattering, but I mean, he's an S9 over here.
Yeah.
I look
Oh,
back
yeah.
at the screen and we're all looking.
Yeah,
at the
we're
side.
all like, do we have a show to do?
Yeah. Kyle, share your flex again. Let's see his.
This is
Let me see you.
this
flex.
is like one of the only times that we were talking about real ham radio. We're not even
Right.
focused on the show.
Riveting.
Well, I hope the people at home are trying to hear these guys because like this is cool.
Right.
Please tell me that's him.
Yeah, see that right there?
Oh
Hang
my
on.
God.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Well, Plasma says he's using 1 kW.
still. If he's only using 1K, that's.
Is he? I can't hear it. Is he talking, or maybe that wasn't him? Maybe that was
No.
somebody else.
I don't think that was him.
Thank you, Jody. for the
That's coming
14th
up.
Colony Fund.
For the 14th Colony Fund.
Thank you, Jody, as always.
He's
Now,
calling for 8 calls right now.
So so 310 is the Great Britain or 310 is France?
310's Great Britain.
Okay, which one is France?
320.
It's 321.
320. So look at this. I mean that he is.
Yeah, that's him.
He's an S8, S9 over here.
Plasma,
Yeah,
good night,
let's see.
brother. Thank you.
310, he's an S9. And what is it? 321, you said? For
Hey, he's
me,
on 14, 320, 200.
I've got him clean on 14.320.
Yeah, he's over our S9 here. He's 10 over.
Yeah, see, he just peaked 10 over there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kyle there from N4ATU saying thank you for making the Node Red flow for this event, Kyle. So,
Oh yeah. Did you find all the bugs? Because there's a ton of bugs in it. I gotta.
Yeah, I
Next-
found a couple more.
Next year it's gonna be even better. I guarantee it.
You're
for
going to
those
have it cat controlled, so we can
Oh, yeah.
click on it and it'll
Yeah.
just auto tune and everything for us.
So you click on the spot, it automatically tunes your radio. You can filter all of the colonies. You can do it by
So N3FJP already does that. Just say it.
yeah. Well, some of us don't have N3FJP.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah.
a big shout out to our other brother Shane, who has to work tonight. We're thinking about you as always.
I mean, 20 meters 3 hours ago, it was on fire in the EU. I was here in Poland, Finland, Bulgaria, Spain, like all the countries, all the big G8s were coming through.
I mean, he is still coming through.
Plasma
Crazy
7-3, brother. Plasma, as always, thank you.
What was that just went across your whole waterfall?
That's just a spike or who knows?
Electrical noise, RF noise, maybe.
Yeah. So, Molson, do you not have a pan adapter at your
I
station?
do. I have a pan adapter cable. I don't have it hooked up.
Oh, it is amazing how you can see all of these weird people tuning up and they're going all up and down the band. Weird things that happen. I mean, it's amazing how, these people that have 30 and 40 years of experience of just being on the bands, some of them I can instantly take a look. The pan adapter has revolutionized. Not only are you listening, but you're seeing, what the bands are doing, and I can
7-3's
literally
Terry, good night.
take a look at the bands and take a look at the pan adapter and kind of get a sense on how bad or how good the bands are.
That's interesting, Kyle. I never thought about that because everyone's supposed to be tuning on low power.
Oh no, people do not tune on low power.
I have a question for you.
You tune her to kilowatt.
Absolutely.
I'm kidding.
Kyle, so I have a pan adapter cable on my radio, so I can do that. But a lot of people, I was looking at the signal link, and is there a program that you can utilize the signal link to get a waterfall? Like if it's listening anyways on FT8, is there like
Well,
way that-
no. Well, you're just getting that 3 kilohertz.
I know, but it's still a connection between the rig and your
Yeah.
computer, and that's why I'm wondering if
Yeah.
there's a software that would allow it to see the whole thing.
No, well, you have
Maybe?
to get the IQ data. It's called IQ data, and
Yeah,
your
okay.
rig has to be able to pipe that IQ data out and into a program that can grab that IQ data. So Elecrafts, Flexes, some high end ICOMs. I'm sure the high end Yaesus can do that. And that's where you can pipe it into N1MM, and N1MM even has a pan adapter where it's bringing in all that IQ data, and it's just displaying it in a waterfall.
Okay.
I was going to say, Kyle, doesn't your Flex show the spots too? Or do you not have that?
I don't have it. Yeah, hang on. Let me get that up and running. So
What do
this
you mean
is
shows a spot? Explain that.
yeah. So hang on.
Yeah.
So I've got this thing called FR Stack, and it's an add-on for Flex Radio.
Hold on,
And-
guys, real quickly. Four Wheel and Redneck. Good night, brother. Thank you for coming on board. Go ahead, Kyle. I'm sorry. Just like to say good night to
And
everybody.
so what I can do is I can, if I can get my OBS out of the way, so I connect to my radio. Okay, now it's connected. So now I can point my.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, here we
See
go.
The calls coming up.
Oh, look at that.
So these are POTA stations. So you connect to whatever
Go
you
figure.
want. Right.
K7 CAR is out there.
So let me put in my
What a cool feature.
1.30 7300, and let me click OK. So now you'll start to see special event stations, the 13 colonies, as they pop up here.
Now,
Very
what
cool.
about?
As they get spotted.
Yeah, as they get spotted.
Okay.
So
And if you click on that, will it automatically? Is it
Yep.
connected to your logging software?
yeah, you can connect it to your login software. So if I get down over here, so there's some more spots that just came up. So I can just click on these, and they automatically go.
That's pretty cool.
And then why is not I got the right spot?
Yeah, he's working 8 calls. That's crazy.
1.30 7300. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for him to say one call because I'm going to drop you guys like a hot potato.
I'm waiting for 4 calls, so it's all good.
I love you guys, but let me tell you something.
Let's see why.
So what are we watching now?
Kyle's cluster.
Paint dry.
Yeah.
But
So it's not. It's saying that it's not connected. Oh,
I like
okay.
Kyle's
Here we go.
cluster.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hold on.
Here we go. Here we go. It's connected now. So, as things get, let's see. That one was
Yeah.
40 meters. So if I go over here to 40 meters, I should see. Yeah. See, there's K2E right there.
nice.
You know, Kyle, I'm thinking of guys like my grandfather and the old vintage guys with the tubes and the crystals, and who went through so many changes within our hobby, and now here's this is one of the newest, probably in the last few years. I'm sure.
Just operating off a computer.
Yeah, this is just can they? I wonder if they could have ever fathomed where our hobby would have been going. Towards.
There's K2L on CW.
Yeah.
So as spots come in, they just get stacked up here, and you can stack them.
What's your
And then
noise floor on 40? That's
It's high.
Yeah, it's about an S8, but that's all static crashes. See all those lines?
yeah.
All of those are static crashes.
I thought a flex was supposed to, work miracles on that stuff.
You're not going to get past lightning.
You don't have a filter for that?
No,
You
there's
didn't,
no-
you didn't buy that filter?
No, I didn't buy the anti-lightning filter.
You didn't buy that extra module on the flex
The
radio.
extra
system?
No,
Yeah.
that's your grounding system, Kyle. You need to tell them that's the grounding system.
I think
No,
this
crashes.
the place that this station is at is maybe the guy who wrote the book on binding and grounding. So I think everything is up to par at that station.
I got that book sitting around here someplace.
Yeah. There's whenever I bought that book, I was looking through the pictures. I'm like, hey, I know where that's at. I've seen that before.
Hey, wait, that's my radio.
Yeah, well, hang on, wait a minute. That's the connection to my radio.
I'm gonna have to take off soon, guys. I got some work to do tonight, so
All right.
I'm gonna say 73. Kyle, thanks for
Molson,
coming
as
on.
always,
and-
thank you. Molson, thank you as always.
Yeah,
Thank you,
from the
Molson.
14th colony, my friends. I say thank you.
Have a
We
good
will-
evening,
And,
Daniel.
we will
I
move- we
identify
will-
as a 14th colony.
We will move forward from that for our 69th show for next week.
Here, take me off the big screen, boys.
Why?
Next week we should call it 14 colonoscopies. That's what our
Ah,
that's what next week's show should be.
no, it's about support your parks weekend next. We gotta get
Yep.
yes, it's the
Plaque
plaque
event coming up.
award.
Again?
Yes.
Dude, we are the prep rally. Come on.
Maybe I should
But
get out there and do
Molson,
something.
I don't know if you talked about this, but are you going to Huntsville?
That's hopefully gonna happen. Yeah. Have you guys? I feel bad for Shane. Shane working in operations Southwest. Do you know how chaotic our airports are up here right now? Have you guys seen that? Jody knows what I'm talking about. Insane.
In Canada only, or just in general?
Well, Canada right now, I think it was put as the worst in the world.
Oh, it
right
was?
now. Yeah, and like talking about hours and days. But
Wow.
so, anyways, I got to see. It's touch and go as far as with work and other stuff. But I really hope to be heading down to Huntsville Hamfest via Kyle AA0Z's place. So,
Are you still
We'll
coming
see.
to my place?
dude, we got it. It's joyride, man.
Kyle didn't get the memo. Wasn't that on a happy hour?
Kyle, that's more room for sun drop. It's okay.
But yeah, so you know what the deal is, Molson. We gotta if you're gonna rent.
I'm not cuddling. No,
If you're gonna
I
rent
don't
a,
spoon.
He can sleep.
you gotta rent a big car so we can put 30 cases of
All right,
sun drop in
listen.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
I'm putting up the
Right.
challenge, everybody who can do all these great memes. Okay, I want Kyle in the bed in the middle.
No, man,
I want
don't
I
even.
want Norm on one side, and I want Molson on the other.
My God.
And one
They
maybe
don't-
one pulling the blanket. I challenge you guys.
They don't
I'm
make a
giving you
bed big enough.
I'm giving you 30 minutes. Get that meme up. Let's go. You
No.
have
That's like
your
a
order.
hot dog.
Don.
That's like a little bitty
No.
hot dog between two buns.
I don't know anything he just said, but I did notice he said meme.
Yes,
I
you
can,
did.
Yes.
Good
I
job.
slow
right.
down. If I slow my brain down, there are certain words I will say properly.
Every time Don's about to say that word, I think about the Drew Carey show with Mimi. Do you guys remember that show?
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the
Yeah, that-
huge.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
blue eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Kyle, we'll have to see there. I saw you guys messaging earlier about that, and really, it's a touch and go. I don't know. So
Yeah.
we'll see
Okay.
what happens. But
Sounds
Yeah, because I
life's
really
busy.
thought that Daniel was renting a 18-wheeler and picking Kyle up, and then they was driving in.
Oh, can you imagine
53
that?
foot of sun drop, baby.
Hey.
Can you imagine that being a POTA roving station in that thing?
I mean, if he rents an 18-wheeler, it's got a bed in the back.
I
I mean,
hit that
it's
stupid button, guys. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Joe?
I said I thought the whole plan was last time you talked about this, you was talking about how you love to drive big trucks. Then you started talking about Tahoe and Suburban. But I thought you was gonna rent like an 18-wheeler, pick Kyle up, honking the horn. And
No,
Joe.
I gotta come home with those ham flea market deals. I gotta get a whole 50.
You should buy the
53-foot
buy the
trailer,
whole
man.
flea market, huh?
That's right.
Joe, I was the guy on the high. Joe, I was the kid, a very young kid, sitting in the back of the station wagon when we used to go for our amusement park rides. I'd be like, "Come on, guys, hit the horn!" Can you imagine Molson? Come on, good buddy.
No,
Nah,
but,
he just wear that
I
horn
like
out.
space. Like I don't like going into a small. I have buddies who are like, "Hey, let's go. We'll go to the store in my car," and it's like, "Ugh, you're in the car, so
I totally agree.
I like
gotta
a
have my
comfortable
elbow room.
vehicle.
Get in the Fiat.
You
The
will
rental with insurance. You can go like off roading with like.
Yeah,
any
you'll never see me driving what I call a beep beep car. I will not drive a beep beep car. So, no.
Yeah,
Gotta have my elbow
clown
room.
car, not happening.
No,
Afraid
not
you'll turn
happening.
into a Mimi.
I guess it would.
I'm looking at the chat here. It looks like Kyle's got some underground network going on in Huntsville.
I got
maybe.
some contraband
this.
going on.
You got some.
Contraband. There you go.
Look at that.
If I
What-
recall, last year, didn't we fill up the bed of your truck?
Yeah, 20 cases. Yeah.
That's his
Did they-
minimum.
Did they make a movie called Smokey and the Bandit?
You know what's-
Kyle and the Bandit.
The thing
There you
is,
go, guys. Memes. I want to see a meme on that one. Kyle and the Bandit.
the only
you know-
difference, Kyle's trying to get back west of the Mississippi.
Yeah,
West of
right. I'm trying to
Mississippi.
get on the other coast. On the other coast.
Actually,
You know what's
Dave-
funny is I called down to this Kroger in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and I called the front desk and I say, "Hey, can I speak to Dave, the grocery manager?" And they page Dave. Dave comes on, and
Oh
Dave
my
even
God.
knows my voice. And I go, "Dave," and he goes, "Hey, is this Kyle from Missouri?" And I go, "Yeah," and he goes, "You ready for some sun drop?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready for some sun drop." He's like,
That's what it's all
"We're gonna
about.
be down here. I'll get you about 30 cases. It'll be sitting on the dock for you."
See? Kyle and the
Hilarious.
Bandit.
I was
Shacking,
going to say,
shacking
You
Greg
know-
as Buford T. Justice.
Jason's probably just walking over there and saying, "Yeah, this guy Kyle's going to call you again.
Yeah.
Just be ready."
just to respond to Dave Rollins in there. Yeah, I'm about 40 minutes from Ogdensburg Airport, so I could just drive across the border and hit up a U.S. airport. So that's a possibility. But anyways, yeah, Jody was saying that I didn't hear the story myself, but Jody was saying that there was 19. Where is it? 19 scouts from Quebec did their camp out in the Vancouver airport after they couldn't fly to the Yukon like they were supposed to. It's pretty rough. So, anyways, guys, I got to take off. I got work to do, but always a
Yep.
pleasure.
Wait a
And
minute.
thanks
One
for
thing we
all-
got to figure out, and I agree with Brian, who's going to be big and lean, little Enos. See,
Who's
Kyle,
that?
you could also be Enos too. You know that.
Yeah, I could.
You and Norm,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, Smokey
Yes.
the Bandit.
Smoking
Yeah,
the
Smoking the
Bandit.
Bandit.
Come on,
Yeah.
Molson, leave the show, and your homework is to go watch that movie. The first two, just the first two.
All right, I gotta go. Bye.
All right, bro.
All right, later.
Later.
Bye, brother.
What a good show.
He's got to watch that movie. He doesn't know that movie. I thought everyone knows that movie.
No, that's a U.S. thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's a U.S. thing.
Convoy, the movie Convoy,
Convoy. Yep.
and Smokey and the Bandit sparked the CB industry like you would not believe.
Mhm.
Yep.
I mean,
we had here in St. Louis, we had Channel 11, and Channel 11 on Saturday and Sunday just played reruns of Smokey and the Bandit, Convoy, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox, Gleaming the Cube with Christian Slater. I mean, just like Big Trouble in Little China.
hey, I got a show
all of
for
those
you.
shows.
BJ and the Bear was another show that sparked the promotion of the Good Trucker, the CB. You know,
Mhm.
that's right. And Scout, Cannonball Run is one of my
Cannonball
favorite.
Run.
Oh, yes.
That is a
awesome
great movie.
A lot of great cameos. Well, actually, not cameos. They starred a lot of great, A actors.
I just learned like 3 weeks ago that Jackie Chan was in Cannonball Run.
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. A very young Jackie Chan.
Yeah, a very
Very
young Jackie
young.
Chan. Yes. He was in the Lamborghini.
Yes.
He was the two guys in the Lamborghini.
So
Oh my god. That movie
He's
was
on
great.
zero calls.
Oh, got to go get him.
Oh, I gotta get ready here. I gotta move 3 feet. I'm not like you guys. I'm not like Molson. Let me put on my extra headset.
Right.
I could
Oh,
be if I
man.
just repositioned it. I was actually gonna go outside tonight and operate, but the temperature started dropping and then it started raining. So we'll just stay in the garage tonight.
The temperature started dropping. It's still like 100 degrees out here.
The other night, I actually had to throw a hoodie on. I actually had to throw a
81
hoodie on.
degrees at 10 o'clock at night.
It dropped to 68
Yeah.
here, man. It was,
Oh,
very
Hayden,
refreshing. Very
Pump up the
refreshing.
volume. That was another one with I forgot who was in Pump Up the Volume. He died. Joaquin Phoenix? No, not Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know. He died. I forgot the actor's name.
Okay, that doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah. Heathers. Oh, Heathers was another great one. Oh, Heathers. With Winona Ryder and Shannon somebody. I forgot Shannon's last name.
They don't make movies and TV shows. Well, maybe the Avengers, maybe that whole stuff you can kind of argue with me.
Oh,
But-
Lindsay, yeah, Jackie Chan was in the Mitsubishi. Yeah.
Mitsubishi, Lamborghini, the fast car.
Yeah,
We'll call it
yeah,
the
yeah.
fast car. Yes.
Christian Slater. Yeah, Christian Slater. Is he dead?
Yeah.
Christian Slater's dead. Yeah.
Is he?
Hadn't heard of
Oh,
him in a while.
oh, I thought he was still alive.
Oh, somebody check that. Get on the internet and somebody check
Where's
that.
Molson? Where's Molson when you need him?
Christian
Start Googling.
Slater. That's right. Yeah, Pump Up the Volume was great, and Heathers. That was.
I guess
oh,
he's
Dave
still
says
around?
he's not alive. No, he's not dead. Everyone's saying no, he's not
Age
dead.
52. Got a born date, no death date yet, so he's good.
Good. That's good. That's a good thing.
River Phoenix. Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
he
Yes,
was in
died.
Sneakers. Yeah.
Sneakers. Wasn't he also in? Was it Stand by Me? Or am I mixing my guys up?
No. Stand by Me was. Yeah, River Phoenix was in Stand by Me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 45 Auto, yes, Adrienne Barbeau was always making her appearance one way or another. She was always a delight to watch her attributes.
Yep.
Well, guys, we're coming up to the top of the hour. Do we want to stay in here for a little longer? How does everybody feel?
Yeah, we can go around the horn, wrap it up.
Yeah.
Start it off, Steve.
You know, so it's Steve, KO4AFL, working on the tower. Like I said, should have that up by the end of
We
the
saw
month.
some good pictures. Excuse me, but we
Yep.
saw some good pictures.
Yep, I've got the stand, or the freestand is in place. I just got to get the tilt plate built and put the step IR together, and run all the cabling, and then it will get airborne.
Kyle,
And
what
then-
about yourself?
I still have to do my field day video. You know, I'm going to come in fashionably late with my field day video. I'm going to be the person who crashes the party, comes
What
in
do
a
you
little
think,
drunk.
What do you think? Maybe for Labor Day?
It'd be great. Just when everybody thought the videos were over. Oh,
Yeah.
here's the fresh
Hell
one.
yeah.
From Kyle.
I was
Yeah.
just saying, winter field day, and Kyle brings out his summer field day video.
Right,
Yes, exactly.
right.
Screws up everybody.
Well, my goal is to get it out before I leave for the Grand Canyon in a week. Actually, a week from tomorrow. So I gotta. Maybe I'll edit it tonight and send it out. And then I got a couple more POTA videos. Jody, Kyle's 2013 field day preview.
Hey, Kyle, serious. Can you? I know you guys had a meeting tonight. You had a board meeting. Anything you can tell us, the audience to marketing dates for radio activities,
Yeah.
or you guys, or do you want to hold off and wait?
No, I can mention it. I don't think it's a secret. So there is going to be a bunch of us that have YouTube channels. We're going to go out to the Grand Canyon and camp. I leave Wednesday afternoon from St. Louis here, and I fly out. I'm the only one that's flying out. Everyone else is driving. So going on the camp out trip is myself, Jason from Ham Radio 2.0, Mike, K8MRD, Frank from Tank Radio, Charlie, Red Summit RF is hosting, Sandy, his wife, is coming with us, Chuck, KK6USY, Javi, Javi, which is K6, what's Javi's call sign?
tip my tongue.
K6 something. We'll figure it out. And Adam, K6ARK. We are going to be at the Grand Canyon starting on Thursday, and we're coming back on Sunday. Well, that is Support Your Parks weekend. Friday, we're going to drive down to Flagstaff, have lunch at Flagstaff, and hit a bunch of soda and POTA sites along the route. Saturday, we're going to get up and just do Grand Canyon stuff and operate from the Grand Canyon for Support Your Parks, and then Sunday come back home. So that
All right,
is
guys. So there you go.
Yep.
Chase these guys. Put them inside your Ham Alert. Watch watch all the YouTube announcements, the Discord announcements, the Twitter announcements, and other social media, and let's support these guys. That sounds like fun, Kyle. If we don't talk to you, please be safe, have fun.
Yeah, thank you. So
John, he's
that's
calling one calls.
This is more important right now. it is. Listen. I have fun. I have fun.
So that's what's happening next week, and then I think I'm gonna have my next trivia on the 22nd.
Okay.
And
There
I'm
you go.
trying to talk Jason into doing maybe another happy hour on the 22nd. So my trivia might be at 7
That's a nice
p.m.
pairing. That's a nice
And
pairing.
also, there might be a round. Remember, at New Year's we had the what if round on who would be most likely to blah blah blah.
Yes.
I got one drunken stupor night. I got on the computer and I started writing questions. And about 30 questions later, I'm like, I got to shut her down. So I picked the 10 best of who would.
Nice.
And I got some doozies in there. So
Good.
we're going to have a whole poll of, who would be most likely to blah, blah, blah. And that's going to be a round in trivia. So that's
I
always
like
a fun,
that idea.
That's always a fun round.
I like that. All right, man. All right.
So that's
Hey,
it.
Joe, if you don't mind,
Yes.
I'll quickly say what I got to say, but why don't you close this out, Joe Brett?
Okay.
All right. So, guys, again, I don't want anyone to take anything that I said negatively regarding the 13 colonies because I had fun. I'm going to continue to have fun, continue to support our hobby, continue to mentor. There's a lot of great mentors out there. James is one of them. James just left. Catch him on POTA if you guys want to catch him on a lay shift. But there's a lot of good people doing some wonderful things. Let's not let the 1%ers, if that's what it is, ruin our hobby or make us turn off the radio, make us not get on the radio. Okay, so I'm having fun, always smoking for a good cigar. Very, very grateful for what I have, playing radio. And this week I'll be a little busy. I have our local fire department has a carnival here local in town. I coordinate parking, but maybe on Sunday, that's my day off. I'll play some radio. If not, definitely we'll be back here on Tuesday night, and we'll be promoting the Support Your Parks weekend coming up next weekend. So, and over to my brother Joe Brett.
All right. Well, we got some videos to do on some more handheld radios. I seen some that I've kind of forgot I had, so I need to fill that obligation out. Waiting for my voice to get 100%. It's just the sultry is not there. So anyway, gotta get rid of that cough. And,
he's the Vincent Price of ham radio.
Smith Brothers cough drops. If we're going to keep continuing the old school, Smith Brothers cough drops. If you can get those. Anyway.
So we're going to try to do a few more videos. And besides that, I'm just happy that y'all joined us again for another Ham Radio Clubhouse night. Love you all. Somebody do that outro thing.
Got it.
Goodbye.
Please copy.